May Day Eve by Nick Joaquin. Nicomedes or Nick Joaquin aka Quijano de Manila of 1917 to 2004. This Filipino artist is a novelist, poet, playwright, biographer, and essayist in English. He holds the title National Artist for Literature. Nick wrote largely about the Spanish colonial period and the diverse heritage of the Filipino people. Perhaps the most remarkable thing about Nick Joaquin, the writer, was that he's always the voice of a deep, inclusive, and compassionate optimism in the Filipino. The summary. Aguida and Badoy's story began in that first night of May. Aguida is a smart girl who seems to mature ahead of her age. Unlike girls of her age, she is bold and liberated. Badoy is much older than Aguida is. He studies in Europe and likes to play with girls as Aguida hears it from his stories with his friends. She hates him for that.
The party that night in the house of Monitias was in honor of Badoy who just came from Europe. The old people have ordered to stop the dancing as it was getting late at night, but Agueda and the girls went upstairs to continue the noise. The caretaker Anastasia mentioned about the spell which allows one to see the face of his or her lover. The other girls were afraid, but not Agueda. She convinced Anastasia to tell her the incantation. Alone in the middle of the dark room, while holding a candle, Agueda whispered the incantation. And there she saw the face of the devil.
Badoy and Agueda both lived through it, thinking each other as devils. They severely hurt each other. The tragedy is when Badoy's heart forgets how much he felt for Agueda. Both were not careful enough to mend their drifting marriage. Both Badoy and Agueda perceived their marriage to be a taste of hell. Their prides prevented them from admitting that they saw each other's face in that mirror. They continued to claim that it was the witch or the devil they saw. Each claimed that the devil bewitched them, tortured them, and ate their hearts. It was so because it was how they were to each other as husband and wife.
Their contrasting attributes brought them together. To that situation they suffered all along. They were blessed with a daughter, but even this did not soften the hatred each has for the other, or maybe lowered each other's pride to admit the truth between them.
Crying his heart out, Don Badoy realized that time has healed the wounds of their relationship. The old love that was blinded by hatred which brought pain has now resurfaced. The tragedy is that it's too late. Agueda is gone. She never had a chance to know the truth that had been actually love her, and she meant so much to her all those times. Love didn't go away. It was just hidden in their personal hearts.
Aguida experienced three things that I can say I've consciously done in my entire life. It's to be a bold, liberated, and carefree woman. Hi everyone, I'm Crystal May Vargas, and some of you or many of you might not seem to be very familiar to me because I don't usually open my camera whenever we have an online class meeting, and I am sorry for that. But for today's video, I will share to you my thoughts and ideas about the things that I wish was evident for my entire life. So, I have here a copy of my script nang hindi naman ako mag-consume ng sobrang habang time for posing and thinking or composing for what I should say. So, kasi baka ma-mental block ako. Permission to look at my script, Ma'am Angela? So, these are the 3 things that I wish was evident in my entire existence in life or in my entire life. Since we both have different ways of describing ourselves, Agueda, is bold, liberated, and carefree, while I myself, I can only describe myself as shy, insecure, and limited person. So, I can describe myself as insecure and shy. As in, super shy to the point na hindi ko kaya pakita yung mukha ko kasi feeling ko ang pangit-pangit ko at parang ang babaw nun isipin para sa ibang tao na parang bakit mo iisipin na pangit ka? At parang ang babaw nun sa ibang tao kung bakit nahihiya ako. There are these unspoken reasons kung bakit nagkaganito ako simula nung pandemic, and I am used to taking a grip. In other words, I am limited. Limitado akong klase ng tao because I am taking my mother's advices into consideration. And I have thought many times that I wish I had the same courage to face and fully accept myself and my flaws. I have been insecure many times for myself. Lalo na yung part na parang ang carefree ni Agueda. Kaya niyang makipag-party sa friends niya. Samantalang ako, 22 years old, naging 22 years old na ako. Hindi ko man lang naranasan yung makipag-night outs, makipag-party sa mga friends, imbitahin yung friends dito sa bahay, doon sa bahay. Hindi ko man lang naranasang mag-imbita or maimbita sa bahay kasi nga alam kong bawal. Hindi dahil hindi pa rin ako pinapayagan ng mama ko, but for the reason that nasanay na ako dahil yun yung mismo kinalakihan ko. Yung pagiging tahimik and pagiging mapag-isang tao. So, although alam ng mga friends ko na outgoing ako, inaaya nila ako ng hangouts, di sila pumapalya, and I am thankful for that. Kasi kahit alam nilang hindi ako pwede, inaaya pa rin nila ako. Naalala nila ako. Which is, I am really thankful for. And I am envious of being an Agueda because she can do whatever she wants. Because she has the courage and confidence for herself. While I am always shy, I'm always hiding behind the mask. I'm always shy about the things that I can offer or give to the world. And actually, naninibago ako sa sarili ko because I am not usually the kind of person that I am now. Because back when I was in my high school years, I am open to myself. I am accepting myself even though I know that I have flaws. But now, everything has changed. And I don't know what is the exact reason for my sudden change.
So good day everyone, this is Diana and I will be the sayer for this group. So I have chosen 2 different scenes that I would like to change. The first one is this, where as you can see in this scenario, Agueda dislikes Badoy, maybe because of what she heard about him, and she recognized him as the person who likes to flirt with girls, which is obviously the reason why she hates him so much. And if I could only change one thing about this scene, I would like Agueda to get to know Badoy better, so that when she looks in the mirror, she does not tend to associate Badoy with the devil when she saw him. There will be no conflict between them, and as a result of that, when they get married, they will be able to communicate their genuine feelings for each other without any hesitation. So for the next scene that I have chosen, it is where all their conflicts started. Ito yung kung nandun sila sa isang room kung nasan yung salamin. And dito din yung parang inasar-asar ni Badoy si Agreda. But when Badoy noticed that Agreda is not comfortable or she is upset with his behavior, he apologized naman. And for me, Badoy's apology to Agreda seemed very sincere. But because Agreda hates Badoy so much, she refused to accept the apologies and instead, she bit him in his finger. Doon na nagalit si Badoy kasi nga parang bakit nagtataka siya ba't pinihid siya ni Agreda. And if I will be able to change this event in the story, Agreda will accept Badoy's apology na lang and Badoy will no longer behave in this way. And I want them to properly communicate their issues with each other and stop hurting. If that were the case, perhaps there would be no conflict between them when they get married and they can better express their actual feelings to one another.
Say something, I'm giving up
글씨로
on you.
엮인 남녀는 어떻게든 맺어지기 마련이다.
I'll be the one if you want me to. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I am feeling so small. It was over my head. I know nothing at all.
대체 왜?
And I will stumble and fall. I'm still learning to love, just starting to crawl. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I will swallow my pride. You're the one that I love, and I'm saying goodbye. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. And anywhere I would have followed you. Oh, say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. something.
It only proves that love cannot be built on desire. So hi, I'm Christopher Lagortilla, and as shown by the romance of Badoy and Agueda, which was established on physical attraction alone, it must be firmly built in mutual respect and acceptance. It requires in constant attention, caring, and instead of being founded on beliefs and faith, something is acquired and given voluntarily, which the video showed they managed to change their fate and decide to choose who is the one they love. Only when these conditions are met can love develop and deepen. If not, the love story between Badoy and Agueda will be hatred and will make you blind and deluded, then come to the regrets and actually realizing what we really had after it was gone. Just like what happened in our previous story, The Dead Stars, we just came in our senses if something or when something important was already gone. In the video shown is the proof that we still have our choice to decide our own fate. We can still choose the one that we want to be with, not because of some magic or incantation, but because we follow what our hearts wanted.
So, as we can see on this meme, it says that marry by a lake, they said. It will be so romantic, they said. To relate this to the story of Don Badoy and Agueda on May Day Eve, it seems like they got married just because they believe the people around them that they can see the one for them in the mirror by doing the chant. Just like on this photo, they got married on the lake, which is also said by the people around them without knowing that it is not safe for them, or the lake that they chose to get married is not concrete or safe. And in the story of May Day Eve, it is the time when they did not really think before they got married. They just believed in other people without doing some efforts to know if that will be good for them. That's why their marriage failed and Agueda died without knowing how much Don Badoy loved him.
Sa hindi inaasahan, tatagpo ng mga mundo. May minsan lang naman itong damang-dama na ang mukhang ito. Di pa ba sapat ang sakit ang lahat na hindi ko ipararanas sa'yo? Ibinubunyag ka ng iyong matang sumisigaw ng pagsinta. Ba't di pa patulan ang pagsuyong nagkulang? Tayong umaasa, hilag at kaluran, ikaw ang hantungan at bilang kalungan mo, ako ang sasakip sa'yo. Sana ba patungo kaya pa ka na hiyawagan ang bagyo ng tadhana ay dinadala ko sa init ng bisig mo. Ba't di pa sabihin ang hindi mo maamin?
Ipaubaya ng bato sa